graduate of the Liverpool Academy, who went forward to forward with Tommy Miller. Yeah, he's already led, hasn't he? He's led with his arm, Miller, and again, there's no kind of swinging towards Flynn, so that's just an accident. It can happen sometimes when the bony bit elbow catches bony bit on the head. It'll take a fair bit to persuade Adam Finn that he should be leaving this game permanently. He, like the rest of them, has been looking forward to it for a fortnight, but he might need a thread or two in that for it. Meantime, here's Morrison, and Wednesday lead. Till from inches out, capitalising on the absence of a centre-half. It's really cruel on Southport. A man down, and within seconds, a goal down. It's a lucky break for Sheffield Wednesday, and an unmissable chance snapped up for them by Gary Teal. Well, it'll be annoying for Liam Watson because they pride themselves, Southport, on set pieces for and against, and they just didn't deal with it. And once Morrison hooked it across, he was completely free. Nobody had picked him up far post. Gary Teal, you would think just put it in with your left, but he does enough with his right just to squeeze it inside the post, and that is a real settler for Sheffield Wednesday. Indeed, for those on their bench, there's 40 minutes to play, just a goal between them, 2 divisions between them. There's Singh, away by Teal. Mellow's chasing. I think Davis had enough about him. And Dickinson is slid in, and Morrison has tackled him. And Dickinson has pulled behind. Actually, it went behind first. It's a goal kick. Well, that's the last thing you would have wanted. Just lost his footing in the vital moment. Decided to take a touch and not kick first time, and there you go. And you know what? Clinton Morrison didn't have to try and play it in, Peter. He could have actually just held on to it and maybe been able to play Mellor in. Blakeman over the top here for Barrett! 1-1! Southport's Golden Cup moment! Delicious finish from Paul Barrett! And the FA Cup is alive and kicking at Hague Avenue! Now then, boss! Now then! Well, the urgency's been there, the purpose has been much better about Southport's second half, and what they were looking for as well was that little touch of craft, that little bit of guile. This is beautiful play by Blakeman, the little threaded ball through, and how well has he taken that? Barrett, when he's under a lot of pressure again from the tackle coming in, and he just gets a delicate enough touch to take it over Weaver. He's maybe stranded a little in no man's land and actually get it to dip again underneath the crossbar. That's a fabulous equaliser. Liam Watson encouraged them to make their minds up. Boys, are we going to seize the day or are we not? Southport have decided to compete in the second half. No sense of inferiority now. And Paul Barrett has scored the cup goal of his lifetime, and to one which makes the remaining 40 minutes just less that much more delicious for 4,500 people in here. For Alan Irvine, who has known giant killings in his time. He was in an Everton team that lost at Shrewsbury not so long ago. Morrison has hit the post, and Mellor has scored. Joint in last for Southport. Neil Mellor, in a trice, has re-established the status quo.
Well, that's the quality that Sheffield Wednesday, the visitors, have got up front, because they've caused problems throughout the day. Mellor, Morrison, Teal at times, and what a crushing blow. Just get your equaliser and now deal with it again. And from another throw-in that they don't get a good touch on. Morrison, I think, does extremely well, Peter, to swivel on it and actually strike the woodwork. Fortunate, I suppose, for Mellor that it's come right back into his path with a little touch off Davis. That's a stroke of good luck, but Oh dear, I mean, Lee Watson will be kicking himself. Another set piece, another throw-in.
I don't know, but I was just saying he was part of an Everton set-up beating at Shrewsbury under David Moyes a few years back, and who knows what it's like to lose on a little ground with a bigger club. Has a considerable sense of relief now. Just less than 2 minutes between the two goals, 1 minute and 54 seconds between Barrett's equaliser and Mello's goal, which has Liam Watson and his team starting all over again. There's Sim. Out Summermore. Forward again by Lee. Lakeman's after it. Spur was able to let it run.
It's just clean contact, isn't it, on both throw-ins, that the Southport goals that have been conceded. They haven't really attacked it and got decent head to it, Southport, and after that it's been a bit of a lottery. Wednesday have benefited on each occasion.
Thanks up. Paul Barrett's moment of glory was a moment of fleeting glory. It was a terrific finish. That party atmosphere only lasted for 2 minutes. McNeil competing, Sim trying to turn. Barrett. Looking for a throw. So we're preparing a couple of changes here. Whether they affect them before this throw, we shall shortly see. Yes, they are. To the camera there is Matty McGinn, and one of the reasons he might be coming on here in place of Chris Sim is that McGinn is their long throw man and might be the next to touch the ball. So McGinn for Sim, and look, yes, McGinn's headed straight off down the touchline to hurl one in. Blakeman also gives way. And his replacement, wearing number 10 there, is Tony Gray. So here we go. This is a new weapon in the Southport Armoury. McGinn gets plenty on these. On to the near post. Now McGinn to McGinn. Fires from Crown! Wow! 2-2, what a goal! What a substitution! What a pure strike! His first kick off the football. It could only happen in the FA Cup.
And all of a sudden, what a cup title we've got as well. What is it about throw-ins today? I mean, you're absolutely right, Peter. He's got the long throw, hurls it in. Wednesday deal with it went from post. Well, what a strike this is once he comes back to him. I mean, I'm not sure Nicky Weaver can get a clear view on it, but by the time he gets a look at it, it's in the back of the net. Wonderful strike through all the bodies, gets a little break. And Southport level once more.
How's about that, little boy? 2-2, good cup time. Can Wednesday do it again? And puncture another balloon of joy. Or would Southport dare? Would Southport dare go ahead now? Matty McGinn had the ball in two hands for 5 or 10 seconds. He had the ball in his left foot for a split second. That might very well be a record-breaking goal. You'd have to go through the archives, but has any FA Cup substitute scored more quickly after coming on than that?
No surprise with the manager's joy there, that lovely shot we saw him celebrating on the touchline. That's a substitution.
It's a quarter to Sheffield Wednesday, whose manager has those worry lines back. Steele's got to take it. Out by McGinn. Back in by Miller. And another time, Morrison can't get there. Coke does. Loaded it again by Miller. And out by McNeil. Still, I can't scrape it properly clear. Lee had to go. Through here for Morrison! Round the keeper, 3-2 Wednesday. But you can't say it's short on drama. Every time Southport dig themselves out, Sheffield Wednesday dig them back in again. And that is 4 goals in around about 8 minutes in this cup tie.
Well listen, I think the manager will be absolutely furious with his players on this occasion, because not once but twice they had good opportunity to clear. There's the second one. It's a lovely little ball from Teal to get Morrison in, and I think his great composure once he gets in the position. Goes round Dickinson with ease, just fools the goalkeeper with a little pull to the left, and that's an excellent finish. And we keep saying to Peter, the quality Sheffield Wednesday have up front, keep bailing them out.
Clinton Morrison, his first goal since the end of August, 13 games without a goal. Last one was the 5th of 5 in a 5-0 victory at Hartlepool. This is the 5th of 5 in a quite thrilling cup tie. Miller for Wednesday. And O'Connor and Morrison, it's 4-2. And this time it's going to take some retrieving.
Yeah, you would think so. 2-goal cushion now, you would think it's a long way back for Southport. I mean, they just didn't get a chance to settle. Anytime they'd scored, just couldn't seem to kind of just protect things for 5-10 minutes and just let everything settle down again. And they've been caught once more, but that time again, it's a top-class finish, I think, from a very clever striker. And it's just a long ball downfield that Miller just gets in behind them, does well to hold it up, needs support, gets that from Connor. It's very deliberate across to Clinton Morrison from James O'Connor, and just doesn't need a touch. First time, on the turn, in the corner. That's class.
So Morrison hadn't scored an FA Cup goal since doing so for Birmingham against Blackpool in January 2004. He now has 2 in around about a minute. McNeil. McGinn. His equaliser was only about 3 or 4 minutes ago, feels like an eternity. In by Lever. Davis. Away by Purse. Morrison now on an FA Cup hat-trick. Miller. Flings go across. Teal. What a corner. I've got to tell you that the last 5 goals were scored from first to last. 5 goals in this cup tie in 9 minutes and 50 seconds. Taken by Teal and Spur. Adjust that statistic and ink Sheffield Wednesday into the list of teams for the second round draw.
Well, disbelief now, and it's no surprise, and the disbelief I have in that goal is the amount of room that Spur was allowed.